Lieutenant James Youll Turnbull stood at the edge of the trench, the acrid smell of gunpowder mingling with the damp earth beneath his boots. The cacophony of war surrounded him, a symphony of chaos that had become all too familiar. It was the spring of 1917, and the Western Front was a hellscape of mud and blood, where men were mere pawns in a game of attrition. Turnbull, a tall man with a shock of dark hair and piercing blue eyes, had always believed in the honor of a soldier's duty. But today, as he surveyed the battlefield, doubt gnawed at his resolve. His regiment had been pinned down for days, their ammunition dwindling as the relentless German forces pressed forward. The machine gun nest that loomed ahead was a fortress of death, its metallic roar cutting through the air, claiming the lives of those who dared to advance. Turnbull had seen comrades fall, their bodies crumpling like discarded paper, and the weight of their sacrifice bore heavily on his shoulders. He knew that to stay idle was to invite despair, and to act without caution was to court death. Yet, as the sun dipped low in the sky, casting a crimson hue over the landscape, he felt an insistent pull in his heart, a call to arms that transcended the fear that gripped him. With a final glance at his men, who were huddled in the trench, eyes wide with trepidation, Turnbull made a decision that would etch his name into the annals of history. He unsheathed his Scottish broadsword, a weapon that had been passed down through generations, its blade gleaming with the promise of valor. In that moment, he felt a surge of courage, fueled by the tales of his ancestors who had fought with honor and ferocity. He would not let them down. With a battle cry that echoed across the scarred earth, Turnbull charged toward the machine gun nest, the sound of his boots pounding against the ground drowned out by the rattle of gunfire. Bullets whizzed past him, a deadly orchestra playing a tune of destruction, but he pressed on, his focus unwavering. The world around him faded into a blur as he honed in on his target, the nest now a mere shadow of the fear it had invoked moments before. As he reached the edge of the nest, he leaped over the sandbags with a ferocity that surprised even himself. The Germans, taken aback by the audacity of a lone soldier charging at them with a sword, hesitated for just a heartbeat. That was all Turnbull needed. He swung his broadsword with a precision born from years of practice, the blade slicing through the air and finding its mark. The first soldier fell, and with each swing he felt the adrenaline coursing through his veins, propelling him forward as he danced among his foes. The chaos of the moment blurred into a rhythm, a deadly ballet of steel and flesh. He was no longer Lieutenant Turnbull. He was a force of nature, a whirlwind of fury. He fought with the spirit of his ancestors, each strike a tribute to their bravery. The Germans, once a cohesive unit, faltered under the onslaught of this singular warrior, their resolve crumbling as they faced the embodiment of defiance. As the last man fell, Turnbull stood amidst the remnants of the machine gun nest, breathing heavily, the weight of his sword grounding him in the reality of his actions. In that moment, he realized he had not only captured a position, but had taken 42 men prisoner, their surrender a testament to the power of sheer will. It was a victory that would be whispered in the barracks and celebrated in the halls of history, a story of bravery that would inspire generations to come. Exhausted yet exhilarated, Turnbull turned back toward his regiment, the sun now setting behind him, casting a golden light on the battlefield. He had faced the abyss and emerged victorious, a soldier forged in the fires of war, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity.